Hey y'all, checking in. I know it's been a minute. I know I said that I was going to be on my channel posting and I haven't followed through. Take full accountability for that. I've been, what do you want to call that? I've been stopping myself just because I don't know what type of content I really need to be pushing on this channel right now. Like what people actually need, and or how I can figure out a way to tie in all elements of like who I am in one video, and everything that I could do on this channel in one video, like how I can just intertwine everything. But I'm in my car, I'm leaving Walmart. I've been on this little quest for matching pajamas, and I'm the type of person that once I have my mind set on something, I really don't like to quit on it until I achieve it. Even though that may not seem like it with my channel right now, you guys, that's definitely not the case. I'm definitely passionate about like astrology and just having discussion, like an open forum, like back and forth. I really see myself one day like speaking on panels and like being paid to share the knowledge that I have, like my perspective on things, because I do think I have an interesting take. But anyway, leaving there, headed to a place called Winco that we have in Texas. I know some states have different grocery stores, like Tom Thumb to us is Ralph's to somebody else, and or all you have is like a, what do you want to call that, like a fiesta of sorts. But headed to Winco to get some groceries, and I was just thinking about this stimulus package that is I guess approved at this point. Everybody seems to have come to an agreement that a second stimulus should be granted. It's the least that they can do. But it's concerning because the amount that's being distributed is so little for how much turmoil people have gone through this year. What we've had to put up with. It's like we're being treated like it's our fault that we've had to go through like an unexpected life event. You know what I mean? So like a natural disaster of sorts, like, because you can never really know when an outbreak like a coronavirus or like a Spanish flu or influenza, will happen, like the plague, you just don't know. But still, it's like we're being treated like we are the cause, us Americans, of what's been transpiring over the last year. The only part that we have to play in it is that we were too impatient to truly quarantine. Like, we would not shut the world down completely, with the exception of hospitals, right? Because those, I understand why those would have to be open, because somebody's always trying to experiment or just are doing something they have no business doing, or just, have a freak accident. So I understand that, but we didn't shut down the economy otherwise long enough to ventilate out this virus, to give it enough time to just pass over us. And people have consistently wanted to party and still celebrate holidays and live life like it's completely normal. Like, yeah, we have to take accountability for that, but just the coronavirus itself becoming a thing to be concerned about, that's nothing that we started on this land. So it's just interesting that we're only being given $600. Families, it's going to be different for, obviously. They put the example in an article that I was reading about the rollout, and it gave an example of like a family of 4 would be able to retrieve like $2,400, or would just be eligible for up to $2,400 for a stimulus package. And I know for those that have families, that you have children, or you just have other people that depend on you, that you care after, you're going to listen to this video and think that I'm trying to be ungrateful by saying that I think it's unfair for families to get more than single individuals. But you can't make the assumption that people that are in a single income earning household, that they're not struggling. there's a lot of people that are single and without families, without children or other dependents that are out of a job, so what is $600 to that person? Somebody in that situation can have had an emergency crop up that would have required some medical attention or something else that maybe they couldn't pay for, maybe don't have insurance, so they're paying out of pocket and paying a much higher rate to be seen at a doctor's facility right now, or for whatever else you could be getting done, or whatever else you need right now, not to say that if you lost your job that you've had enough of savings yourself to be able to pay for your rent. Some people may have skipped out on their rent, some people may have been evicted from their apartments because nobody else is hiring, or not in their field, or just can't find something fast enough, or just can't earn enough fast enough to be able to make ends meet. Like, what about those single individuals that are only getting that $600? It's weird. It's weird because it's like the government has the money. I really want to Google how much money we have made as a country this year, from start to finish, and break it down by industries. Like, I'm really interested in knowing how much money we have circulating right now, because let it be more than the 7.9 billion people that we have living on this earth. And then you're going to start asking yourself, like, where is the rest of that money going? Where is that money circulating? You know what I mean? Because for people that have been in rough situations that I may have touched on, or just other things like something happening to your car that puts you out of commission, you know what I mean? Or just some other life event. Maybe you had a kid and now that's changed your whole, even though if you've had a kid, or maybe if you're pregnant right now, it could be different if you filed your taxes, and you were eligible to receive that first stimulus package. Then of course you're going to be compensated an additional $600. But just for those that haven't and find themselves in a situation, this year that really put someone in a position to have to live paycheck to paycheck. You weren't spending $1 billion. Like, you barely contributed to the beauty industry this year. You barely contributed to like nightlife and entertainment, because a lot of places have been shut down indefinitely, or maybe you just do not feel comfortable enough with being in spaces, even though you can get in with the mask, and even though they check temperatures at the door, like, people are asymptomatic. So for those that have that understanding and don't want to take that risk because you feel like it's for the greater good ultimately to sacrifice right now, then of course you haven't been spending all that money towards, buying drinks, going to the movies, going ice skating, whatever it is that you do socially, going out to the club again, or just random bars. Like, your money's not going towards that industry. So where is all of this extra money? Whatever hasn't been spent, we really should have been given a bigger portion of this year. Because I know there's some shit that's just like hanging in the balance. But then also, why would you give so little? Like, don't you want to have consumers buying into all of these businesses and things? So I don't understand. Like, you want us to pay for all this shit, all this Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, want us to take trips to all of these places that are being colonized for tourism purposes, Mexico, Bali, Dubai. You want us to do all of these things as a society to continue to help these economies boom, but you're not giving us any money to fucking boom with. Like, we can't even make a bang, bitch. Like, this is wild. It's wild. Everything is wild. And I just can't believe that so many people believe in this system. Like, it really works for y'all, or you're just really at that point that you feel so defeated that you don't even want to try to rebel against the system, Like, you just want to sit and just accept it. But, like, we really hold all the power. It's mind-boggling that they would have the audacity to distribute so little to a country that has continued to do so much. And for those that may have had sacrifice this year, and tried to invest in themselves to start a business, or that just due to your own personal choices, you wanted to still buy into these industries, even though we're in a freaking pandemic. It's like, dang, like, I'm spending money I really don't even have, to be real with you, because I want these shoes, or I want, you know, this makeup, or you needed to invest in that because that's the industry that your business will operate in one day, you know. And so it's like, you still have to have everything that you need to continue to try to make your business work. But like, where is the cash flow to support that? Like, we could be the baddest planet, like the United States, and really any country could really be a superpower if they knew how to really delegate and give to the people. It's like, before we even have a chance to prove ourselves and show our talent and show our skills and be contributing members to society, we are robbed. We're fucked out the ass constantly. Like, I'm tired of being raped, y'all. That's really what it feels like. Raped of opportunity. And just more ease and tranquility. Like, everybody, that should be a basic right. I should not be as unenthused and stressed as I am as a person. It really just isn't worth it. But I just had to come and rant for a second. Y'all let me know how you're feeling about this stimulus. If you've heard news about it, if what I'm saying may not be accurate, you heard other things, other details that may be coming to light soon, or if you're into astrology and you're really good with being able to predict political moves and things that may be coming up, definitely comment and let me know. Share your thoughts. I want to know. I'm interested. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't yet. Services are free. You just see my face whenever I post. So long as you turn on that bell notification, you will be reminded every time I upload. Like, as soon as I do, you can be the first to know. So I always recommend that as well. But yeah, just had to come on and rant about a lot of things that just don't make sense. And I'm really looking at politics with a side eye. Like, we really don't need the business anymore. It's either a new system or no system at all. That's really where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Because it's not helping anybody. I mean, it could get much worse, but it could also get better. It could be way better than how it is. So yeah, let me know, y'all. If I don't hear from you, just take care of yourself and soul until you see me again. If you're interested in following me on my other socials so you can see what I'm into, the things that I'm interested in, I'll leave all the links in the description box. But yeah, otherwise, I'll see y'all later. Ciao.